chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Howell from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. Here's Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Purdy off the play fake. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll go play action. Howell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing.
Oh, wide open, complete. Now inside the 25. Terry McLaurin, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 98 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's a... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibson again.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Gibson.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
A 37-yard attempt.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this from 30. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 83 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh,
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards. And he's into the clear. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They run the toss now with Gibson. To about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Samuel in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back.
He's got it at the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They go play action here. Purdy. That is caught.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
On the move to his left.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
At the 31-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
That one downfield for Dotson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. That one downfield for Dotson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Howell running right on the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Complete, it's Dotson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but
went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
First down, here's Mitchell. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Got stopped, would have liked the touchdown, but hey, field goal gives you the lead, and let your defense do the work.
The one thing to keep in mind, though, the field goal is not automatic.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, you're older to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
On the counter, Gibson.
Oh, my, he'll take this out of the side of the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who's going to get credit for the sack, and he, like the rest of us, have to be saying, okay. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line.
A give to Gibson running right.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Montez Sweat. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
arm spike, and he faked it. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around and punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor. Exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Howell out of his own end zone. That is intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here.
Looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Check smash. Check smash.
Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Howell to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Back to throw.
going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here now, third down. On third down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
So the victory here for San Francisco.